Sanwanane guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about Married at First Sight. We're talking about none other than many people's faves or current faves, Zithobile and Thami. Now, I did do a video where I was speaking about one scene where Zithobile and Thami, that when they went to the men's clinic, when she went to and see the sexologist. Now I want to talk about another scene that we see on the show. And this is when Thami and Zithobile receive a letter of their eviction. While they're sitting together talking about whatever they're talking about, they receive a knock on the door, and Zithobile goes and finds that there's an eviction letter. So she reads the eviction letter, and while she's reading the eviction letter, she just breaks down and she just starts crying. And we see Thami, you guys, Thami holding her and comforting her, and her just saying she's tired, and Thami saying, I'm sorry for making this experience like difficult for you. Like, it was such a sweet type of scene, because one thing I've noticed with Thami, once he sees Zithobile's tears, I feel like he just, to show that he's not all there hardcore. Once he sees Zithobile's tears, I guess he sympathizes with her and realizes that actually maybe he was not kind with these words. Now, I don't think that Thami is necessarily not kind. I just feel like maybe he lacks the wisdom on what type of words to use at that time. Because that conversation that they were having, it did kind of turn out to be hardcore. And I guess it was too much on Zithobile, and then she was crying, basically saying she's tried to make this work. And listen, guys, this couple, that's why I'm saying, if I would have to rank, well, actually, I've said this before, if I would have to rank these couples, all of these couples, the strongest couple seems to be Tepo and Sebenzile, but I would definitely rank them as number 2. But currently, I would definitely rate Zithobile and Thami number 1 because of the hard work that they've put into this experiment. But one thing that made me think, you guys, was that did the show purposefully mismatch Zithobile and Thami? Because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, guys, when you go through, as the show, they're going through applications, there's many other people who could have possibly made it, but did not make it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, and I think maybe they are a bit, or they were a bit smart with that. Because at first we were all like, you know what, the show is bad for matching people that just don't get along together and all of that. But then I came to think about it, guys. Sometimes what we think we want and what we think we need is not really what we think we want. Is not really what we actually need or want. Sometimes people can be good on paper. Like when you match these two people on paper, they are good for one another. But actually, when practicality comes together, these people don't challenge one another in any type of way. So I think this just goes to show that if people are truly willing to make the sacrifices and they're working towards the same goal, they can actually make it happen. Sometimes it's not always about having a type. You can grow into your type. I am convinced about that, because I mean, the way I see the possibility of these two working out, I'm just like, maybe they actually did this deliberately, and they knew what they were trying to do with Zithobile and Thami. They were willing to take the risk because they know sometimes people end up married to people. Like, I mean, many people come out and say, this person, yes, I'm married to this person and we married years, but this person was never my type. When we look at Indians' arranged marriage, these people, type in J, I-type nje iqala ngathi, you guys. Types, having your type, it started with us. And that's me not trying to, I'm not trying to invalidate that types or having a type, a physical type is important, but I'm just saying sometimes you can even have a physical type or you've been dating your type for many years, but still your types are not treating you well. So why would you continue going for your type if your type is not or going according to what you think is right for you if it's not working out for you? Anyway, then Zithobile and Uthami's family meet up together at a restaurant. Zithobile is looking cute in an orange number. And the families meet up together. Uzithobile, she was complaining that Uthami brought the whole KZN when she was meeting his family. But now, when they're having a family meetup, she brought the whole, I don't know if Uzithobile is Tswana or what. But she brought many of her family members. Anyway, but who cute. They invited Uthami so well, guys. Such a warm welcome. I think that was so beautiful because remember Uzitobile's mother, she said that at the moment she does not see as Uthami as Uzitobile's husband, but as Uzitobile's boyfriend, meaning that she still needs to grow into this whole concept of accepting him as a son-in-law. But guys, her treatment towards him is not somehow. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I think there's so much maturity in that you cannot like an experiment and all of that, but you can still be respectful towards people and their choices. And I think Uzitobile's family did that so well, even though they might not understand this experiment and why Uzitobile chose to take this route, they are still respectful towards her choices because at the end of the day, she is an adult and they are most importantly respectful towards Uthami. I can tell you, that Uthami left that meeting feeling like he was special and that he was a husband. And I have to give it to Zitobile's family. Well done, guys. Anyway, Uthami's uncle or brother says something that I'm just like, yo, aheke uyimoshile. He said something about polygamy. So I don't know if it was Zitobile's family was asking about polygamy, but this representative of Thami basically says, look at how good looking Thami is. There's no way Uthami can end up with one wife. So you know how Zulus try and justify the whole thing of taking Isitembu, the whole thing of having more than one wife, because remember Thami himself is coming from a very big household. His mother, everyone basically is coming from Estembini, guys. So it's such a natural thing for him. Even the first night him and Uzitobile got married, he brought up this polygamy thing. So I think that Uzitobile, if she chose to be in this marriage, that's something she should possibly be comfortable with. But listen, Uzitobile made it clear that that will never happen underneath her watch because she is not for Istanbul. And Uzitobile gives me the vibes that Vele, she will not accept it. If that would happen, she would rather exit a marriage. But Utami, I feel like Utami is going to pull up this card in the future. But once the uncle or the brother brought this up on the table, you guys, Uzitobile's face and demeanor changed. And I noticed that ever since the uncle brought that up, going forth, even while everyone was having a fun time, laughing and all of that, Uzitobile was just not there. Zithobile was just not laughing and she was just not there for it. I'm just like, Zithobile, I feel like she needs to deal with that aspect. Zithobile, once she's not happy or fine with something, like she'll go down this emotional roller coaster or something like that. Because I was just like, why is that offending you, ma'am? Unless maybe she came Vela that day and she was not fine, but she seemed fine to me. But her facial expression, gosh, she could not even act. I'm like, Zithobile, you need to live in the moment. You can't like let what someone's saying, make you angry. Whereas you spoke to Thami about it. Unless the reality of Istembu just really upsets you like that. but then you can't let really. I feel like it was just not the time and the place to allow such a comment to get to you. Maybe if you were home, you could have discussed it, but Utami and gotten mad. But there, everyone was just your family was having fun, and you were literally the only one who was acting offish. I have a feeling that Utami is probably going to address it in next episode, because you know one thing about Utami will be like, yo, when are you so stiff, eh? You were so stiff, eh? There was no reason for you. You know Utami and his words. Anyway, we'll see next week if Utami picked up on it, or even if he's going to bring it up. But you know, nothing goes unnoticed before Utami's eyes. Anyway, I really hope Utami puts this whole thing of polygamy to rest, because how are you going to do polygamy at Dubai, brother? Really? But then I guess he doesn't plan on staying at Dubai forever. But anyway, tell me what you think about this, you guys. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.